Okay, I'm down the seaside again. Okay, I'm going up to the boardwalk. I'm a block from the beach. I'm going up to the boardwalk. I got my harmonica. I'm going up there to play the harmonica. I got my pot with me, right? So this day up on the boardwalk, I am featuring old Susanna coming around the mountain. All right, so I'm playing old Susanna, and I got the pot about 6 feet away from me, right? And I got about 16,480 in the pot, right? I'm doing pretty good. So all of a sudden, now I don't have the mask on because I can't play the harmonica without the mask. I mean, with the mask on, I can't do that. I got the mask off. So there's a sergeant and a patrolman, and they're walking towards me. I said, oh, here we go. So the sergeant comes over and says, you got to come with us. You can't be up here with no mask. You're setting a bad example for these people on the boardwalk. I'm feeling like I'm getting persecuted like Flynn, right? He says, you can't play the harmonica here. You don't have no permit. You ain't got no mask on. These people are seeing you without a mask, and you got to come with us. So now I could see that the patrolman, he really don't want to take me. So I got my hands behind my back. I'm ready to go, right? I got 16,480 in the pot. Maybe it's enough for the bail. I don't know. So anyway, I got the hands behind, I put them behind my back. I ain't going to fight with them, right? So they said, so the sergeant says, he's got to come with us. So the patrolman, I could see that the patrolman really doesn't want to take me, right? Oh, I'm doing it. So that's all I was doing. So now the patrolman, he says to the sergeant, he says, hey, Sarge, he says, you know, he says, there's a guy over there. He's selling Mary Jane to them little kids. I don't care about the drug dealer. He ain't, I want him. He's going. Besides, he says, my ex-wife's name was Susanna, and he's coming with us. He's playing old Susanna was coming around the mountain. My ex-wife reminded me of Susanna, my ex-wife. He's going. So now the sergeant walks away, right? He's on the phone. I got a phone call, right? So I could see that the patrolman still doesn't want to take me, right? So I see a guy eating a meatball sandwich in the stand. He's in the stand eating a meatball sandwich. Nah, meatball. It could have been sausage. It could have been potatoes and eggs. I'm assuming it was meatballs because the last time I was down there without masks, you could go in there and you could eat meatball sandwich. And he had the best meatball sandwiches on the boardwalk. Best, right? So I'm figuring it's a meatball sandwich. Now, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's sausage. I don't know. So I says to the patrolman, I says, listen, I said, he's inside. Look, he's inside. He's eating the meatball sandwich inside. He's not supposed to be inside. You're supposed to call him and say, hey, bring me out a meatball sandwich. I'll pay you what you get out of here, right? You take it out, right? So maybe the microbes, they don't come outside. They stay inside with the meatballs. Maybe the microbes, they don't come outside. They stay inside. They want to eat meatballs too, maybe. All right. So now, so the patrolman's looking. He says, yeah. He says, look, he's in there. So now the sergeant comes back. So the patrolman says to the sergeant, he says, listen, he says, there's a guy in there eating a meatball sandwich. He's inside. He's not supposed to be. He's supposed to be outside eating a meatball sandwich. He's in there. So the sergeant says, he's looking. He says, that's a felon. He says, all right, let's go get him. He says, forget about him. We'll come back for him later. So now they go inside now. They get the guy with the meatball sandwich. Now he's fighting with him. He's not going. So he's fighting with him, right? He ain't going with them. They're fighting. The sandwich goes all over the place. There's gravy spills out onto the boardwalk. It was meatballs, because the meatballs come rolling when they were fighting. The meatballs come rolling out on the boardwalk. You understand? They come rolling out. So I knew it was a meatball sandwich, right? So now the guy with the broom and the dustpan, he's trying to pick the meatballs up, right? He's trying to pick the meatballs up, but they can't. There's squad people are stepping up. It's a fiasco, right? So finally they get this guy. So they take him in the cut. They got him. He's kicking, screaming. They take him out of the... All right. So now I'm figuring they're coming back for me, right? So now I get up. I said, let me go up to Point Pleasant, because up at Point Pleasant I made another $3.80. They liked old Susanna up there. That's where I went. I went up to the board. I was playing old Susanna on the board up there, Point Pleasant. They loved it, right? So now I got one thing to say to my brothers and sisters in blue, right? My brothers and sisters in blue, listen, don't enforce laws that are anti-Constitution, that go against the Constitution. All right? Because when you took the job, you took an oath to defend the Constitution from enemies, foreign and domestic. Because we got a lot of politicians in this country. They don't like the Constitution. And they're domestic enemies of the Constitution. So the guy with the meatball sandwich, leave him alone. Go get the politician, lock him up for sedition, because he don't like the Constitution, right? And another thing, when they come out with a decree, I gotta get my thoughts. When they come out with a decree, what do you call it? Decree? No. When they come out with an executive order, that, for some kind of public emergency, right? That's supposed to be ephemeral. That's not supposed to be for in perpetuity. It's supposed to be ephemeral. Last a short time, not a long time, not forever. It's supposed to last a short time, ephemeral, right? Look it up. Short time, right? Not in perpetuity. That's when the curve flattens out. We're supposed to go back to normal. It starts going down. We go back to normal. So now, oh wait, I got another thought. What was that thought I had? Anyway. So lock the politician up. Don't lock the guy up with the meatball sandwich. Now, what was that? What do you call a blonde? Right? A blonde. She's in an institution of higher learning. Okay? Institution of higher learning like Harvard, Princeton, the academies, the military academies. What do you call a blonde that's in an institution of higher learning? She's a visitor. Okay. Hey, have a nice day in the USA.